Hi, folks. Thanks for tuning in. So, I want to talk about something a little weird that literally just happened. So, if I don't have it good and ironed out and cohesive, just bear with me. But I will get through this. I'm in a personal dilemma. My wife took off work for her today. Her back was hurting her a little bit. And she wakes up when the kids get up to go to school. My son's not feeling too perky at all. He had COVID symptoms, which I get her. COVID's a real thing, all that. But COVID symptoms are symptoms of almost everything else that you get with seasonal allergies and the common flu and the common cold, with the exception of the loss of taste and loss of smell, which isn't a given, that which you're not guaranteed to get that if you got COVID. So, anyway, moving on. Wife took my son to go get tested. He's 9 years old. No COVID, no flu, no strep. He actually just has normal seasonal allergies, and he's had some bad drainage overnight causing sore throat and other symptoms. Good news. My wife gets a phone call from the school. One of my daughters is a close contact, middle school age, and she has to quarantine for 10 days or wait a few days and go get a COVID test, come back negative. I've got another daughter with COVID symptoms. Sore throat, again, not indicative, but she got it at the school, told the school staff. School staff said she's got to get a negative test to come to school tomorrow. I'm not begrudging anybody their job. Here's my moral problem. My work will pay you so many hours one time to stay out for COVID-related concerns, whether it's close contact, you have it, or you're quarantining due to close contact. Okay, I burned all that 9 months ago when my wife and my mother that lives with my wife and I had it. So, the moral question is, I've got one kid that is quarantined from school for 14 days. I've got another kid that has COVID symptoms that has not been tested yet. Do I go into work or not? I'll be able to stay off and get covered and not have it count against me in AWOLs. My job does have a rather strict attendance policy. But if I do that, I've either got to burn personal or vacation time to do that, or I've got to take AWOLs, which you get a very limited amount of per year, and that's kind of where I'm at right now. So it's just frustrating, the situation, due to, and also, like, okay, if I show up at work, if I call into work tomorrow, just the way that my luck typically runs, I'll end up having a negative COVID test, and I will have taken a day off that I could have spent at work earning money. If I don't call in tomorrow, my luck, my daughter will have positive COVID, and I will get a phone call at some point between 8 and 11 in the morning, and I'll have to up and leave from work, and then I may or may not catch it. I am vaccinated. And then I'm a close contact for all those people up there because my daughter had it, or had symptoms, and I showed up. And am I in trouble? Am I not? Everything's so crazy about COVID, and I'm not going on any tirades about the treatment, the political side of it. It's just, almost incalculable how to approach it. Like, I was actually on the phone with one of my buddies from work who's got a little bit of sway with management and knows the ins and outs a little better than I do. And he was telling me that he's actually not living at his own house right now because his son has it. Son's doing fine, thankfully. No major concerns or complications, but he's living at his parents' house. His parents are out of town on vacation, and he's staying there until his son is no longer COVID positive, so he can go to work. I don't have a place like that I can hop over to and stay comfortably for 2 weeks. So, nope. Thought that was a friend of mine. So, I'm kind of stuck at my house, and I was talking with this buddy of mine at work, and like, okay, I can tell the kids, 30 minutes before I come home, spray everything with Lysol and lock yourself in your room till I go to bed. But they missed something, and I've been exposed to COVID and the same ventilation system in the house, and on and on and on I could go. So like, where do you draw the line? Like, when my wife had COVID in December, I did my best to stay away from her during the day. I would sit on opposite ends of the house or living room from her when we were in the living room. She went from bed to couch, fell asleep on the couch, wake up, watch a little TV, go back to bed and fall asleep. That was her routine for like 3 or 4 days. After that, she started feeling better, but during the worst of it, I did my best to stay away from her during the day. However, neither one of us were going to take the couch at night, and I'm too tall to sleep on the couch. I do have minor lower back issues from time to time that do flare up when I sleep on something like that. So I wasn't going to sleep on the couch. She wasn't sleeping on the couch, so we did share a king-size bed together at night, and I never caught it. So, like, I don't know what the answer is here. It's just frustrating the ins and outs. And my big thing is, I know that my company, due to how seriously they take the safety of their workers at work, they have actually terminated a handful of people for violating the COVID-19 strictures and guidelines and procedures that they put in place. So, definitely do not want to end up in that predicament. And it's just frustrating to me. So, anyway, y'all take care. Thanks for tuning in. Catch y'all next time. I'm out.